Hey guys, in this video I'll be talking about the D programming language, and as usual we start with hello world. If I compile and run this example, it'll display the text hello world in the command line. So basically the program starts, it writes the line hello world into the command line, and then it stops. If I change world to U, you'll see it'll display hello U. If I copy and paste and say hello me, and I compile it, it'll say hello you, hello me, because now I have two right lines. So it's a very simple program, but how do I interpret all this? Well, basically let's start from the top. What does the import do? An easy way to tell what something does is by removing it and seeing what the compiler says it does. The compiler will complain, error, right line is not defined, maybe you need to import the standard IO library. So basically it says this function here, writeLine, which prints our hello world, is not defined unless we import the standard input-output library. Basically you can never use writeLine unless you have this import. If I add the import and compile again, it'll again display the hello world here. So now what would happen if I remove the import and I don't write the line hello world? Well, if I compile, our program does nothing, but thankfully it does nothing successfully because we didn't get any errors. But then what exactly does this main thing do? We still have code here, but we have no output. What purpose could this possibly serve? Well, if I remove it and compile, we get nasty errors. If I maybe change the name to foobar, we get errors. So apparently the most simple do-nothing program I could possibly have is this void main with the curly braces stuff. The program starts, it does nothing, and it finishes. So what exactly is main? Well, you can think of a program like a little robot. You flip the main switch to turn it on and it will sing, it will dance, it will maybe make us some coffee, more importantly, and it can even accept arguments. I want an espresso and maybe a hazelnut coffee. And then the program will finish. If you want to turn it on again, you flip the main switch and it will execute the series of instructions, the series of functions and statements separated by a semicolon. If we remove the semicolon and compile, the compiler will say error. I found make coffee, but I really wanted a semicolon before then. So that's basically how it works. It's very simple. The curly braces just indicate when the main starts and begins. So these are the instructions inside main. And all of these are functions too, but we have to have a main function that runs when our program turns on. Now our program is not that smart. Our program is actually very, very simple, but we love it anyway, right? It only displays the text hello world.